As we see out there, the show is very crowded by metalheads, fans of Asphyx. Do you expect this warm, reception about Asphyx?
Well, maybe I did expect it, but on the other hand, you never know what happens, huh? Because shortly before we came here, we heard about the inflation in Brazil, and the real went really down, and of course people work hard, and it's already a crap with the politics here, and the corruption and the stuff, the scandal with the president. So we're like, well, let's just hope that will not affect our shows, that people just can't come. But fortunately, I was really pleased to see last night and in Brasilia and also tonight in Rio, in São Paulo, that it was really a big crowd. So yeah, you can always expect it, but you never know in the end what's going to happen. So this was really a pleasure tonight, and they were fucking going for it.
Nice. Let's talk about the past. Before Asphyx, you were in Pestilence, and with them you record one of my favorite albums of death metal of all times, Consuming Impulse. Mm-hmm. What memories do you have of that time?
Just great memories. If people ask, I mean, of course, after there was a clash with Pestilence, but before that, it was really a good time. And we were a band like coming up as a comet, and everybody at the time loved Consuming Impulse. So we were really going good, and we had with the guys just going on stage, we were really aggressive. People went just completely berserk, and we were just enjoying us on stage. And yeah, the Consuming era, it was a bit of the, Pestilence went from Malaya's the thrash album to a death metal album, and yeah, to be on stage with that was just really enjoyable, And I have only, from the days that we were on stage, I only have good memories because. There were not so many bands around back in the day, so you were new. It was still pioneering in death metal. You had huge crowds. Sometimes you play for 800,000 people, and yeah, nowadays it's because there's too much. There's too many bands, too many tours, too many records, too many record companies probably. So yeah, it was just a fantastic time. Also because it was in the beginning, so you had. You were eating pizza every day, and shit like that.
You were still friends with the guys of Pestilence?
Well, I spoke to Patrick in 2000, I think, and he had this idea of doing Pestilence again. But then he said to me, I only want to do new songs. I said, well, that's stupid. If we go on stage and you don't play Consuming Impulse, people go crazy. That's what they want to hear. So I said, no, I don't want that. I said, okay, then it's finished. I don't do that. It's just stupid.
Okay, Martin, thank you very much for this interview. It's a great pleasure to see you here. And send some messages to the fans.
Well, yeah. Thank you very much, everybody in Brasilia, for showing up at the shows. You've been amazing on crowds, really. Europeans can learn it's like, they can learn a lesson of this. Unfortunately, tomorrow we have one last show in Brazil, Curitiba, and I think we're going to leave this country with pain in our hearts. But then we got Chile waiting, we got Argentina waiting, in Colombia, so we'll see what's going on. So everybody who sees this before we show up, and come to the shows and have a good time. And thank everybody for your support. Thank everybody for coming. Thank you for the interview. And yeah, what can I say? Keep death metal alive. Cheers.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you very much. Cheers.